Press it now.
No, you're not allowed to press buttons anymore.
Special contents. Options. Are there any options I'm gonna want to mess with? Well, yeah, I would hope so, considering I don't think it's... Wait, it's not voice acted, is it?
I mean, there's moments.
Okay.
Really?
What's text skip?
Besides objection?
This is where it literally, like, it skips lines of text.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to. Oh, why is it off?
Turn this on to enable story mode in place of autoplay, allowing you to progress the game automatically without having to press any buttons.
Yeah, there's...
Oh god, that's just a TV show!
Oh, wait. So...
So
Oh, so leave it off because I
when
want
it's
to
off,
play.
it's just a TV show.
Okay. 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 Well, then I'm gonna leave it.
Wow. The
Why
ambiance.
I can't. Where's the... Oh, because it's fucking Nintendo.
Yeah, the A button's in the weird place.
I didn't change anything by accident, did I? I don't think I did.
Uh-huh.
We'll find out. Oh, shit. I don't know what I'm doing!
If you slide to the one
I can't see the fucking A and B button.
Slide to the left. Oh, cutscene.
This is the first one. Hello! Welcome to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Shut up! I thought this was supposed to be set in Europe.
I don't really know what's happening.
It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
I want to watch this show.
I bet Frank saw it, did it.
The turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Professor Layton!
Oh, shit. Well, he ain't no Phoenix, but he cute, though.
Bienvenue la Aula Carnival. What's that?
The
Spanish?
Adventure of the Great Departure. Oh. Wow, that's really loud, like a freaking gun.
Always has been.
Spaceman meme. Always has been.
Okay,
I think Matt gets to be Phoenix this time.
well, I mean, you're making me play.
Do you want to be Phoenix?
Well, he's not Phoenix, though. What's his name? I don't know his name.
You'll learn it in a moment.
Phoenix Jr., Noble Hero,
I'll
or
just,
whatever
I'll
it is.
just voice him normally, because I'm playing him.
Okay, you can be Phoenix.
Okay.
Or Phoenix is great.
Yeah,
great,
that'd be
great,
funny. You
great,
guys can be the
great,
chicks.
great, 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 great.
An ancestor.
I still can't believe it. Still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Oh, I should be more depressed.
Then why is it in? Why is the mission title in Spanish
I don't
or Italian or whatever the fuck it was? Bienvenue a la Carnival.
Well, that definitely wasn't Japanese.
No, it won't.
Did you mess with the settings?
No.
No, it was just on the title screen for the chapter.
Oh, no, nothing.
Murderer.
Wow. Sorry.
I'll just look down at my feet.
My name is... Whoa!
Ryunosuke
Ryunosuke. Fuck Naruto! Naruhodo.
Yeah, it's Phoenix. It's like
Ryunosuke.
Japanese
Okay,
name or
got it.
something.
I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough.
I don't think that was...
Oh, wait.
That's
He is blowing in the wind indoors.
I guess that's Edgeworth? Maybe? He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, Ossifer.
Alright, bailiff, pay attention.
Hey, who are you?
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. I will cut your tongue out.
Technicalities. Look at you, haven't even graduated yet.
Graduated in swords. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
Thoughts. What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. This guy's a dumbass.
Thoughts! Oh, that was you,
But
sorry.
really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
Ha 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 ha, there you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Freaking headband.
It's because I'm supposed to be hot.
Well, you're not.
I know.
Well, just him. Not you, but just him.
Nah, the damage is done.
I'm sorry.
Though I must say, you've been all over the newspaper these past few days.
As well as my headband. No one knows how it defies gravity.
I carry a fan. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it.
That's why you were standing over the corpse with a gun.
I could never murder someone. Unless they really made me angry.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. Poke your dick out.
You mean...
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
whoever you are.
Oh, you get to explain who I am now.
Kazuma Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate.
That's not that impressive. Why did you say that out loud?
It's like, what? Are you narrating?
The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. We stole it from Europe, where they killed a lot of people. My qualifications don't mean much yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago.
I'm just repeating it for the audience.
But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma, truly. Why did you get down if you only want to get back up? 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Flashback! Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last.
I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day.
And he's still blowing in the wind!
Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world.
I would say complicated, but okay.
I'm really happy for you. Shut up. And proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
No, it's a hairband. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's... yeah, the change, so... Oh my god. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too.
Then come with me. We'll go get drunk on Guinness. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. I have books to read.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. We don't get burgers.
Flowers on the table.
See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. I'm just playing with him. He's probably gonna die. He's probably Mia.
Oh my god! It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Can you stop just talking about it and, like, actually do the flashback to it? I don't know who that's gonna be.
Don't worry about it, just do it.
May I have a word?
I hope that's a chick. Oh, damn it.
It could have
So
been.
close.
Oh no, it was
Nope, yep, nope, she blipped into non-existence.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming. What is on his
That's where he keeps
shirt?
his balls.
Case has personal significance to me. On personally. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
If I give him a blowy, does it mean we win? To His Excellency's chambers, why?
You blow or win. Look, he was looking at you before.
He really wants that blowy.
Then for the defense of this trial was a sudden decision.
Well, he's my best friend. I gave him a blowy.
Must be some confusion about procedures today and the result.
Looks like you also gave your headband a blowy, and it's not stopped. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before.
I see. I'll go at once then.
Yeah, why don't you do that, lawyer? I shall accompany you.
Great. Maya. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the execution chambers.
Maya was a lot louder, though. I went really shrill with Maya.
Yeah.
We're not doing that again. Yes, thanks, Kazuma.
Now, her sister, you could probably get away with that. I forget her name. The little pink one.
Oh, yeah.
Dots. More dots.
Ugh, this is awkward. Stop looking at me. You may not. Yeah, sorry.
Must be the defendant. I believe.
Yes, yes, that's right.
My name is Eugene Mikoto. I'm professor of forensic medicine at University.
Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Why does the government have to agree?
So he has told me about you. You and your best friends, I understand.
The bestest.
You didn't emphasize it like
My
the...
emphasis was on. In fact, I feel you should know.
Know what?
As you've no doubt heard, Sogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. And fuck this up for him, I'll kill you. If he should fail to defend you in today's trial,
He's gonna die!
afraid that permission will be revoked. Never granted again.
So
Damn!
they're gonna hold him hostage in
What?
the country because he... Oh my god.
As I suspected, you are unaware of this.
Mm.
I had a feeling Sogi may have chosen not to tell you.
Exclamation! He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? Because the government don't give a shit about you, bro.
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances.
It makes me wonder, like, when exactly this is set.
I don't believe it. I don't know.
Because I know Japan had this whole, like, don't
But I-
communicate with the outside for a while.
I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. Okay, but Ryunosuke, you can't tell that to a perfect stranger. That's not going to help your case.
That's 100 years. A lot happened in 100 years.
That's the period. 19th century.
Okay.
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry. What do you mean?
You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
We're gonna intentionally not prepare you.
But then what should I do?
Be a good little defendant. Shut the fuck up.
Naturally, because doing anything that would lead to a conviction, like killing someone.
Right, so...
With a gun!
As soon as the trial starts, scream. The judge will pose a certain question to the defense.
Did you do it?
When that happens, you must answer before the court. You must say, I do.
Are they getting
I
married?
do?
Getting married.
But what will the question be? Surely not... Do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not.
Bitch!
The question is, do you believe you're guilty? Defendant! begin? Proceed to the courtroom at once. Seem
Surreptitious.
surreptitious.
All I saw was tit.
For not to be mentioned. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
Oh, it looks like
What are you waiting for?
the judges on
You wanna be
the
found guilty or
wall because they look like
Oh,
the judge
yeah.
from the regular trilogy.
Yeah, it does.
Get moving. There's no point in any advocating for the likes of you anyway.
Why did you turn into like Yoda Kermit?
Because I was being both things.
This is it. If this trial goes badly,
They were harmonizing.
Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over, and what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. Murder!
And so, game over.
With absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. You about to become a lawyer, bitch. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. If I had a dime for every time you said the word destiny, I'd be even richer.
I'd have 2 dimes.
The law. It's where it's ever was.
Good God. Why do I look so shifty-eyed?
Oh my god, look at his eyes!
That's what I'm saying, like, what is
Look
wrong
at
with
him
those
moving.
things? So this is a courtroom, and I am a little weasel. Control those eyeballs, sir!
They're still going. Oh, the Supreme Court of... No court in the land has more power.
I don't much like the look of these people sitting in the public gallery.
They're Nazis.
Lots of military and other uniforms in there.
That... Fuck. The powers that be have demanded this be a secret trial.
A secret trial?
Gotta whisper it! A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time. Because, you know, we gotta keep everything in suspense. But for now... Objection. You need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Ah, it's fucking pain!
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Ow. Oh my god! Alright, I'll give you that one. That's good. That's good.
Somebody got to
that
do
one's
this
you,
one.
boy. I can't be both lawyers.
Okay, I can't be Maya and... Okay, fine.
Well, I thought I would probably be doing the chick, right?
The
Wait, is that...
prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. Nah, I can do better than that. I'll figure it out. Yeah, see, I gotta do both, like, as is the defense.
Before we begin, there's one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
I do. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Jesus Christ.
God, I wish he would stop. Normal procedures for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I'm obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question.
I was expecting a proposal.
Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant when you say I do, because you're going to defend yourself. But then if I say I do, yeah. I got it. I figured that was going to be the question. I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Answer I do!
Wait and see!
Your Excellency, no confirmation is
Bitch, did you just cut me off? Wait, I pressed the A button?
Yeah, no, it's...
Okay.
As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his...
I can't with his fucking eyes. What is the meaning of this unruly Outburst! I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. What?
There's a rabble. What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Professor Miko Toba told me everything just now before the trial.
Here, what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
Dots. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off?
Oh, this is quickly.
No, it's not that really. I know
We just
you
gotta
can
go to the
get me
bathroom
off.
first.
It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you.
Dots.
Yeah. Shoosh. You have broke the bro code.
I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his fucking big-ass honker in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes defendant's desire to regain himself in today's trial. What?
That nice glass of liquid.
You're not in this scene. You can be Pain.
Oh my god.
You know, that's actually a really good thing. Make no mistake, counsel. I will kill you. This really shows that the defendant's innocent is apparent, and he's confident he can speak for himself. Just look at his eyes. That looks like somebody who's
Does he
super
do that the
confident.
entire game? Because I seriously can't deal with that.
Isn't that right, Naruhodo-san?
Hmm?
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all.
There's the Phoenix
In
face.
fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I realize that you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Nope.
He penetrated that crime.
As you would no doubt
Then again, it's
aware.
1800, so that might be a crime in itself.
Oh, no! This is the Supreme Court of Judicature.
Yeah, let's skip that word.
Of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present.
So you mean to tell me I can't go get Naruhodo off?
Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency.
My eyeballs don't work.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
I like the way the judge is getting progressively more drunk.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's
You
questioning your
bitch.
ability to do the job.
Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So let's start with the very simplest questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
The guy that I killed.
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But, wait.
I think I need to check the court record. What's the court record button?
Oh, I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? God, this tutorial. It's so
Let me
long.
guess. Your mind's gone blank, and you don't know how to find the court record.
Ugh, you know me so well.
All the relevant information in this case can be found on the court record.
But I can't even find that.
You gotta press
God,
the
this guy's
fucking
useless.
court record button. It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of R!
Okay.
If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. The evidence, the people.
You just have to press R for the court record. All right, there's no time to lose. Court record!
I can't even complain they dumbed it down because this is exactly how it goes.
This is the list of evidence you've
Switch to
collected. Now try switching to
people.
people in R.
Okay.
Alright, look, it's the people. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back.
Which one of these guys is the victim?
Yeah, which one of these guys doesn't look like an
things
anime
is not
character?
Like the other. The victim of this case, he was was a visiting professor of medicine at Yumei University from the British Empire.
John Wilson, you could have done better.
Wilson. Okay, so
Oh, you'll find
we know
details.
who he is. Let's go back.
So remember, everything you do with the court and course can be found in the course record. Court.
Okay, cool.
Now you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. What's his fucking name? Find the victim in the people section and then press X to present. Try it now. Take that!
Yes!
Okay, well that wasn't take that. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
I killed him with a gun.
Oh my god.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yumei University 3 years ago. My client accidentally killed him.
Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications.
It was a cross-country murder.
British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally.
What the fuck is this set?
As most of you will be aware, we have just signed a treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
It's like Japan was isolationist for fucking ever. Like, what are they talking about? There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
And despite these gallant circumstances, the blood of an Englishman is not enough for it.
The blood of an Englishman?
The British at the Imperial University are murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
Ugh, but I didn't do it.
Liar!
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our eyes on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
Can we just declare guilty? In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. Jesus Christ! And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it?
That one didn't have tits in it.
It did not.
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible, so we're just gonna throw you under the bus. All because the victim was an Englishman!
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman.
We should have made tea.
The nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. God, them fucking eyes. The fact is, I was at there. I would. Yep. That's all, folks.
That
I
was
was-
actually a really good Porky Pig!
I was there at the scene of the crime.
With a gun in your hand. Oh dear, look at the time. I've said this bit before. Alright, I'll see you later. Oh, that's you.
That's me.
You said the same thing.
I think I'll say yes. We already did this.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. They make burgers out of burgers. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner.
Ah, see, you can get me off.
Okay, and there you go.
Yeah, I went to go do the reach around.
Ghost the whole time.
You know.
The British. Oh, sorry. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think.
Bang!
Dot. Wait.
Why do I have a gun in my hand?
I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name.
He needs an
Still,
extra hole.
I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table
In
And
the
shot
face.
and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. I'm this professor of medicine, Dr. John Wilson, loses life.
He found an extra hole in his body.
Stay before the court the cause of death. The Cause of death.
I bet I should check
Well,
the
obviously,
court
that
record for
was,
the court record for this because I don't remember.
It was... Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. was caused by the loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Okay. Oh, wait.
You gotta present,
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I think.
Oh,
maybe you don't.
Oh, wait.
I don't think you present yet.
Yeah, I don't think I do
you
either. I
pressing
think you're
A.
right. I think it's gonna make me.
Ryunosuke.
Yeah, because it's still
Remember
fucking
that in
tutorial.
court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. Make sure you go into the court record.
By evidence, but how? He already told you, you fuck!
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death, and then select present. Do it now!
So,
Somebody's friend.
I was
I
already
don't
on the
like
right track. I was
yes.
ahead of the game.
Can I
Um,
take that instead of yes?
Well,
I don't like that.
uh,
No!
according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death.
Hemorrhagic.
Hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
What does that word mean?
Read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report I needed.
Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. Oh boy.
If this was the 1800s, wouldn't that picture have taken like 10 minutes to capture?
For everyone. You can clearly discern store marks around the bolt hole from its flag. Without an explosion.
That's not how that works. But okay.
In other words, assuming the victim was shot at close range.
Okay, yeah.
So wouldn't the bullet have gone through?
Remember, that's part of the contradictions when they talk about
Contraindications and stuff, yeah. Thank you, counsel! The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record!
The photographic print of the victim entered into the court record.
That was good. So that's a photographic print. Well, there's something I've never seen before.
Look at this photograph.
It's clearly
Look at
superior to
this
the
graph!
drawing. The detail is incredible. You really are an imbecile. Very well! I'm satisfied with your answers.
You can defend yourself now, good boy.
Let us start the trial. God, I thought we already did!
Certainly, Your Excellency.
Why is he dressed like Piccolo?
Oh, but in order to better apprise the court of the facts of the case, prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
Oh, this is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba?
I mean, Professor Mikotoba. Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me, but that doesn't mean that I can't help you out.
I just said that, fuck you.
Well, I can still act as your assistant!
Oh, of course.
Yep, he's totally gonna die. He's Mia.
When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Osogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Delicious.
Maybe, but any help you could give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. You're creeping us out!
Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first.
No, these are my fuck me eyes.
Fuck me.
Because I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me hard.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course, my name is Satoru Hasunaga. I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called La Car...
Why is that Western?
Who knows?
La Carnival.
I just did that.
You alright there, buddy?
Nope.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some,
I just have TB, it's fine. It's a regular occurrence, it really doesn't bother me.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
just
it really,
have
really
to pee.
should. Four foreign visitors.
This must have been like 1860 then. Occidental. Wait, so they treat you like you're a fucking moron in the beginning of the game, and they use words like Occidental.
Pretty much. Understood! Also, Naga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the sensitive.
At once, sir. How objective I want.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring?
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables occupied.
That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place.
It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened, because you run 2 gunshots. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. I sniffed his feet, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Oh my god! I really don't like that he says yes.
Yeah, can we
That's
have hold
so
on it or take that?
dumb.
Like, yes doesn't work.
Why is it not hold on? Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo.
And you've got 5 penalizations before you're guilty. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. And it doesn't reset until the chapter changes. We must just quietly listen to the witness.
Ugh.
I'm laughing at my own joke, damn it.
God.
Yes. Without question.
Your mother. No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table.
What's the matter, Ryunosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
Objection.
Should I, though?
Objection.
I don't want to get penalized.
But I want to hear him say objection.
Yes!
No!
That is so fucking dumb.
Yes! You're wrong!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Murder.
I guarantee I'm about to get penalized.
That's fine.
But I'm sure of what I saw.
Naga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy.
Dots. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to. The X is where the murder happened.
Let me see a sketch of the establishment's layout, drawn by yourself, I presume.
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. That's what the X is for. The X is the only person in the restaurant.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
When I'm not coughing on my customers. Thank you, sir.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well.
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
I would if I wasn't making it up. Of course. Here you are.
Uh-huh.
What was
What was that about?
It's
Oh, sorry.
completely calm and collective until now.
Sorry. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Good
Probably
God,
his
dude,
TV.
bro!
The waiter's business card has been entered into the court record.
God, dude.
We're all gonna get TB and die now.
Pretty much.
Court has now heard a versus of the case.
Penis.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was on the defendant of trial today.
Close enough.
Words. It seems we're looking at a black and white case here.
That's racist. Dots exclamation mark.
Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency.
I find you guilty.
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
Just kill you once. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment.
We'll kill you tomorrow instead of today.
I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court.
Oh, so I can lie?
But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who are present at the scene of the crime.
I thought you said nobody was in here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Bitch.
say. What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
Curl into a ball and cry.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence?
Dots. Menacing dots.
Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
Murder? I mean, Dots. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you not to murder me. And yet, despite knowing that, you might just murder me. You're willing to now throw that trust back in my face? Is that it?
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocent by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? Are you going to crawl into a hole and fucking die? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. Man the fuck up.
Damn!
The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. And then we'll see just how truly decisive this evidence really is. Take that.
Indeed. Prosecutor Ouch, whatever. Please continue with proceedings.
Yes. Well, you were warned. Young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
Yep, they definitely wrote a
Ew.
pain.
Angel or your devil.
Oh my god.
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. I'll do it myself.
With a candlestick!
The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Very well, officer. Bring forth the witnesses at once.
Is this like a Professor Layton thing where they're all just laid out?
Oh my god.
So one's a Nazi and the other one's Indiana Jones?
I'll see that coming.
Get out.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
Yes, sir! The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant! Yes, no, sir, reporting for duty, sir! I'm not doing both.
Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District. I'm regretting this. Curio, whatever, at your service. Curio. Oh god, I'm gonna voice so many people.
I'm trying.
Antique dealer and a soldier, what's an unusual pairing?
Present at the restaurant on the day in question.
There must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. My, what is this fucking object?
It's an urn.
And not infrequent in my urn.
It's mother.
Converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying, so I was pretty close.
You're doing good. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. You should fuck him.
Oh my god.
He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiquities and tries to sell his garbage to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich bitches.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Pitcher rather than a catcher?
Hmm.
Bro, this incident. Correct.
Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir! It was the black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir! I'm gonna regret that one.
This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
So this is the decisive evidence the prosecution is threatening. A couple of losers. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment he shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
Yes, with you looking at me like that. If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Oh, maybe this will help if I unbutton my top button.
Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Yes, sir! Standing by to report, sir!
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon. It's just a penis head.
What the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At the precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
It was me. I absconded the curio into my pants.
Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. That cruel and unforgivable enemy.
Why
Brings a knife into a courtroom.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, why? Who allowed this? what times we live in, where an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of the day.
To be fair, Kazuya has a.
But this is
Katana.
ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Did you shoot somebody?
Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor.
Why are you so fucking stupid?
After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting.
Before or after he was shot?
Before or after you shot.
I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it.
Yo, bitch, this your gun?
So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up,
Bang.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. Somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
there is.
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examined.
That's the thing where you press hold it a bunch. Do it now.
Certainly! Sorry. The testimony of the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Okay.
Stop with the yes! You're about to declare me guilty. You're right.
What in the name of the emperor is the meaning of this outburst? The defense demands its right to cross-examination.
Rebel.
Dear me. Yes. The headband boy next door told me to do it.
Yeah, I told him to do it.
Huh? How did he know?
Yes. This is a clear waste of time. Obviously has no experience. How could he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Yes. Yay!
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Kazuma is so commanding. She command me like that.
Woo.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses.
Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
You press triangle for hold it a lot. Isn't it obvious you have to expose the lies on the witnesses' statements?
Oh,
You didn't fire the gun, which means that soldier set has to be a lie.
well, yes, but
It's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence.
right, evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you off.
All right then, it's all or nothing.
What the witnesses saw. I'm not doing this again.
Okay, no.
Yeah. That being said, I'll step away one more.
Yes. He just says yes to everything.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry,
No, that soldier voice takes a lot.
No, you're fine. I'm just kind of skipping through this part of the dialogue anyway. I thought I'm allowed to press everything, right? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
That is not the soldier voice. Big steak and some
Oh,
cut.
sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna make you do it.
It's delicious. If food could receive medals of honor, beef steak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question.
Was there a lie there?
This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is that? What? You already asked that.
Attention! Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil.
Why are we...
Accept your guilty verdict and own for your crimes and when you're released from prison.
No.
Try it!
Yes, sir, I will, sir. On the double, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, but I've been trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case.
Oops, sorry. I'll do my best. Next question. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wah crying noise?
Negative!
Well, at least we learned that he's a big beef lover.
Ooh, woo.
Not easy knowing what questions to ask. Prime Presser awarded.
We got an achievement!
Okay.
Yes!
I hate it.
Yep. I have no idea what you're talking about. A Koban, boy! A Koban? You mean an old Edo coin? The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hoei period entered my possession. I took myself to the restaurant the following day with said item secreted in my bosom pocket. In the hope of an affluent what the fuck? I don't know that word.
Affluent
Cognoscente?
Cognizant?
Cognizant. Oh, okay. Appraised of its indisputable value being present. So you were hoping to sell your Koban coin to Sergeant Nosa, whom you met at the restaurant.
Why do you think you're going with this, boy? We're about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious kobo. Isn't that so?
Well,
You little upstart cadet! You want to add disrespect to the superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Blatant subordination!
no, I didn't say anything. Although penniless might just be the word I was looking for. In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday luncheon. There remain precious few present with whom I can engage in discourse about matters of business.
So we bang.
The gentleman beside me who was grappling with his braised veal at the time was my sole prospect.
Yes!
I'm gonna have to press everything.
That yes is obnoxious.
I'm just kind of
Affirmative, I saw you! Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian.
What?
But that's impossible. I only...
Allow me to confirm just one point, please.
What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And so what if it was? My sergeant's turning more and more into fucking Mr. Satan.
Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't, in fact, see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
Dots! Arg! And double arg! My sixth sense!
Sorry?
My sixth sense of danger! I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind! Which means, a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet!
Surely that's not really possible, is it?
Do you think I got to where I am in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son?
Well, it would seem that the soldier was absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
This is not good.
Yes, you did. You saw me shoot him in the back.
So this black uniformed university cadet, you're saying that was...
Arg! I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet.
sauce?
Who else do you see around here in a black uniform?
Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but...
It was you, you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man. And from behind his back, you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon. You disgust me.
No, he was shot from the front. That doesn't add up.
Where's Ryunosuke? Why do you have that stupid look on your face?
I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. I know what it is. Okay, can I look at... Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But it's not letting me.
Not yet.
I'm probably getting ahead of it again.
In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you
Ah! I keep jumping ahead.
By the one line.
And if you find an inconsistency with what the witness said, then don't hold back. Press the objection button. That's what I just said.
What the fuck?
Sit in the witness's face.
And make him choke on it.
Delicious.
No, why can't I not? No.
You just go back. There you go.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is what's messed up. So we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go to this.
Nope.
No, wait, this one. Yeah, wait. Yeah, okay, so we'll use this, because this is...
Yes!
Technically, I probably couldn't have done either, but...
I did. I shot him in the back. I hate it. I hate it. Why isn't that objection?
What? What are you playing at, cadet? You said yes. What is the meaning of this subordination thrusting some photographic pic into my mustache?
Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. Matt.
What nonsense!
Matt.
And I was processing. I keep trying to slip into like a skeletal voice, and I'm not trying to. To this voice.
To be fair, Pain kind of.
Possibly tell us that we don't already know.
Well, obviously, that,
Some dumbass took it.
I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. This guy's an idiot.
I mean,
So's Phoenix.
Any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for amateur students in this grand courtroom.
You've been penalized to guilty.
This is so frustrating.
oh please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. We're gonna make Ryunosuke do it.
Kazuma, what?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there is a clear discrepancy here within the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant E.S. Inoza. Yes, sir, what, sir? This statement you just made was thus. A black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian from the back, the cowardly old weasel. Yes, sir, affirmative, sir! Eyewitness crime of my own military grade ass, sir!
Yes!
Yes, you did!
No, that just can't be.
Why not connect?
Because, come on, just fucking say it. This is annoying. Oh my god. I'm getting, like, genuinely annoyed. Fucking do it, bro!
The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest.
Do it. Yeah.
Ah! Sergeant, according to your own witness statement,
It is me who is asking.
the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
Oh my God! There's a baby. There's a baby.
Well,
That baby backed down and said, "Nope."
I think Ryunosuke agrees with you.
Oh my God. What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
It was his twin. It's attached.
Certainly, there's a clear discrepancy with the facts. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
Nuts! Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were not looking at this baby. Were
Oh, I didn't hear you even read the line.
firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir.
The last testimony in the court heard was prevalent, but beyond all reasonable doubt. The witness, Sergeant Nosa, is a fucking moron. Did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. He's a fucking moron. There's no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Damn.
God damn.
Get served.
Now, see, there would have been a good Skeletor moment.
There's been a complete turnaround in the mood of this trial just from that one discrepancy.
Rebel, 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 rebel.
So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
Drink! But I definitely saw him!
Roll credits.
That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back!
Yes!
Yes, I was!
But I never fired the gun.
I just pointed it.
All I did was pick it up off the floor.
I hate yes. The worst.
And you, old man. You didn't see the moment the victim was shot either.
I was too busy blowing the sergeant.
Myself, I've already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Blowing the sergeant.
Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing?
Blowing the sergeant!
Hunting for treasure.
Them jewels.
Treasure?
Holy shit!
Oh,
Indeed, the Hoa Arakoban, my prize coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant,
the family jewels.
it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Razute. In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you? On the day under scrutiny, it was to the... Damn it, it was to the military man that I proffered my Hoei treasure. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find, I did not, but I was presented with little alternative.
That's why I gave him
And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more, it simply vanished. Hunting around under the table, I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoei treasure. Nothing could distract me.
He has like nose bridge glasses, but it's a
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No.
I see.
That lamentable day, the precious Hoey Koban was lost to me.
Distant back.
Yeah, but you talk real quietly though. That's the
Just
problem.
jam it like clip it to your lip.
No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
Dots! I didn't steal it!
As I'm sure everyone present is aware. Whoops.
Court record.
This case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to the Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Because we don't have phones yet. Nevertheless, the witness testimony that the court has just heard is inconclusive. No matter how subservient the government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. We gotta go do the investigation phase where we poke around and
What
ask
is your
everybody questions.
position, prosecutor? Ouchie? 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 Ouchie?
Worry not, Your Excellency.
I was going over to lean over your mic.
Oh.
and do this.
Yikes.
Okay, well,
Here,
there you go.
The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
Exclamation point?
My witnesses have a further testimony to make.
Explain?
On hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there's only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
rebel.
What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion, doesn't he?
Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again.
Oh, joy.
You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's rap for fire. I can't talk today. Allegation.
Affirmation!
Is that clear? It's clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir, I want sir. Wait and signal to testify, sir. Giggle.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
This is my twin. Affirmative, the newest member of the Notes family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Ado.
It would seem that those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Oh, yeah.
Ado, chance it. Your father's about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
Oh, I'm gonna need you to keep that snot to yourself. That's disgusting.
The true culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was that young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. Giggle.
These testimonies are certainly. Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table.
The murderer.
You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Everyone. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly.
I don't. It's a kangaroo court.
We are not here to listen to your fantasies.
Yeah!
Ugh.
It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Which also took 30 minutes to develop.
There we go. I think I fixed it.
Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel?
Let me know if
Fuck, I want steak now.
Indeed. Of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set. Because we know no one will go to a restaurant and sit down and talk while someone eats.
This was a whole
Certainly,
pivotal
based
point
on the
in
appearance of this print,
Phoenix Wright 1.
it would be reasonable to conclude that the
Plates
victim
and
was not in the
sleeping
company of
pills.
anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. Court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. Photographic print of the crime scene has been entered. I don't understand. What's going on here?
You're getting fucked, Ryunosuke.
It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
That
Woman.
The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her.
he could have come along.
I swear that I saw a woman with him.
Dots.
It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt.
Look at this lack of doubt. They're very sensitive political times, as we know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Tatsuchi Aochi, will have contributed to the amity of the two great empires is an honor.
Did you say amity? I'm sure it's
did.
amity.
It is amity. But Aochi doesn't know that. That's player.
Oh my god. The judge is ready to rule.
Judge already rules. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Oh, I should... My bad.
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here beside the scenes. I didn't mean to get all commanding for a moment. And now's your chance to expose
Oh, I like that
them.
character choice. Every now and then randomly, it just gets very commanding.
To draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma.
You can't hook up afterwards if you're in jail.
The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood?
Tisk, rules can be so unbending at times.
Alright, so there's something I gotta figure out here.
I believe in you.
It was the baby.
The true culprit.
Okay.
You're the only one there. Yes! God, I hate it. Wait a minute.
Doesn't this show that only one person was here?
Can you go back to that picture? Can you blow it up? Like, can you press up and go into the picture?
Yeah, if you examine, it'll zoom it in.
Interesting.
That's a nice hole you got there.
It'd be a shame if it were to bleed.
I mean, I can magnify stuff,
Well, I don't think that does anything.
but yeah, I don't think that's helpful.
Not for something like that, but yeah, if you take like the business card, can you?
The X is just where it...
That's where that took.
Yeah.
Why did he not want me to see this business card? What's on it?
I'm sure there's something on the other side that we don't have access to yet.
I bet the business card is the woman's business card. Yeah, it's the same freaking...
Bum 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 bum.
Okay, I can't tell. I was trying to see if...
I have an idea, but I don't know if it's relevant yet.
Mr. Krabs, I have an idea.
I don't know.
Pretty patties. Press the previous one. Yeah. Make the old man spill his dick.
The only thing I can think of
What?
is that business card's got something to do with it.
I think we need to press on this one. Or, like, on this testimony to get more info.
Yes!
Thanks for agreeing with me.
So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. I thought he said he was under the table.
He did.
That I did. Forgive me for the position I placed you in.
At the moment of the shot, he was under the table. But the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As you can see clearly, or as can be seen clearly, there is only one single beefsteak on the victim's table. A meal for one.
No.
Dots. The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why?
Oh, that's you.
If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. I'm gonna press everything.
Yes!
Why aren't you telling the truth?
What? Where'd you take that? I'll come over there and fuck you, boy.
I clearly remember.
Not fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up.
There was a woman sitting across from the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible.
Double dots.
Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not. Well, whoops. I skipped that by accident.
Press Y.
Sorry.
It'll show you the history.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He also said that the victim was alone.
Alone? Precisely. In other
Oh,
words,
sorry.
you were the sole proponent of this phantom lady. If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. Bring me her bonnet.
I really think it's the business card.
And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this be made. A blatant waste of the court's time.
There's nothing I can say to that.
Dots.
That's his favorite line.
Dots. What do you think, Ryunosuke?
Ugh, ooh, I don't like those noises you're making.
I do. What's the matter?
Can't find anything. Can't find a
Looks
clear
so
discrepancy
bored.
anywhere.
I
I'm
could have.
done for. I can't win this trial.
I could have won this trial already.
No, 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 no.
Listen, the first thing to do is calm the fuck down. You can't expect witness statements to be full of holes every time. So just take your time and try to tease them a little bit more so they'll give you some information. What do I mean? Tickle their balls. You can either choose to press or present against each of the witness statements. If a witness is saying something you're suspicious about, press him on it with L, and agree with him every time you do. And with a little luck, you may get more details, which could prove to be crucial. The important point is there's no sense in holding back. Just release yourself all over the courtroom.
Oh my god.
If anything even slightly jars with you, press the witness on it and press them hard.
Oh my god. Alright, got it. I'll press them like blocks of tofu. That's utterly unsexy.
Oh my god.
The professor wasn't alone in the restaurant, I'm sure of it. In one way or another, this cross-examination is going to prove I'm right. It's time to press them for all they're worth. My fate depends on it. I've already pressed, like, most of their stuff.
Press them more. Press them hard. Up against the wall.
Yes!
I mean, I'm pressing everything. Blah, blah, blah.
We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet.
I don't think so.
Consider this, defendant. You suck. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you see it? Did you see me blink?
How could I?
And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink.
Congratulations.
So there you have it. You shot him. You're guilty.
Attention! The sound of the firearm ringing in my ears in the very next moment. I saw you waving a gun at the Englishman.
I think that says it all, don't you? And let us not forget the antiques dealer witnessed the accused in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so? Kurikoda-san.
Old man Dots.
Old man Dots.
Didn't I already press him on this one?
I don't know, do it again.
Yes!
I hate it so much.
Pretty sure I already did this, yeah.
Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you can explain it away.
I just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And exactly that moment,
Bang!
a gunshot rang in my ears. Full of events beyond our control, life is. In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas I'm going to fucking stab you. Conversely, I failed to pick up the Koban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Okay, so you were on the floor.
Who
You
gives
weren't
a fuck
watching.
about your car?
That's what it is. That's what the contraindication is, that he was on the
Well-
floor. Myself, I did see you. With the pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Oh, damn it.
Maybe there's more to it. I bet there's intro on that one, yeah.
Objection!
As you have been pains to point out time and again, I feel I'm growing callous in my ear.
That's uncomfortable.
And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
I feel like I'm pressing the wrong thing.
Don't exist
Luckily, you
in
can
this
press
world,
everything.
you see?
If only there'd been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her.
Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. A quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know, of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat.
Fuck you, I love eating at 2 p.m. Oh boy, 2 p.m.
I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
There was?
He's afraid of when people eat him.
Hey!
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What was it? I didn't
What was
even see
it?
It's a medical
Oh.
report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
And how convenient that it says he had a giant gaping hole in his chest at the time of
Oh,
appointment.
clinic? Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. Noon to past 1 p.m.
The very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke?
Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record in the evidence if you think it could be useful.
I mean, it's not like
Yes!
it's not like I don't have an empty spot.
The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Hey.
Whether or not they are concerned is up for us to decide. We have the right to explore all possible avenues and streets and drives and roads.
But not terraces. I beg your
fuck
pardon.
terraces. You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
Fisk,
Oh.
youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
It continues well into this century.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card
Too
to the court
relatable.
record.
I wonder what...
Victim's medical... Okay. What we need right now is new clothes.
Good thing we just got a new clue.
We have to explore things from every possible angle, avenue, road, drive, but not terraces!
Humph! You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you'd like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witnesses' testimonies leave no room for doubt. They've only said that they saw you shoot him in the back. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, poor Koto-san.
Can we poke around on the evidence?
Yes. That was him saying that, yo, we're going back to the thing.
Alright, so
What did we get?
Oh.
I hope he passed his medical.
I can't examine it.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, well,
Wait, hold up. It's found in his pocket. What pocket? Go back to the other picture, the one with him dead. Oh, I thought he was gonna have like a chest pocket.
Can you look at the, that now?
I mean, I can, but I can't flip it
Well,
around.
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Because I said, look at every angle.
Well, let's keep going. Press the other shit.
That's all I'm gonna have to do, because I mean, I don't know what else to fucking do. And I already pressed this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, press.
Well, what does the medical shit contradict? 'Cause it's gotta contradict something because it's new evidence. Let's look at it from the top.
Okay.
One more. Oh no, that was it. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
So even if I wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Irrelevant.
One thing's gonna inform man he was, that young lad bled, that much I myself did see. I think I pressed him on this,
Yeah,
but it
we
didn't
pressed
get me
everything,
anywhere.
I think at this point.
Personal search of the premises at the time, for we were the only one personal present.
This is where we came out of, so I don't. That's the only one I think wouldn't have been pressed.
Yeah, I didn't press
Wait a
this
minute.
one.
No. Okay, yeah, let's press it.
Oh, whoops.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh, no, I did press this one. I did. Damn
Did
it.
we?
Okay, sorry.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then he
Blah,
yells
blah,
at
blah,
you.
blah, blah. Yeah, there's something
Oh, I know what it is.
What?
When he's saying nobody else is in there, you could say that the waiter was. And present the business card.
Well, I was on
Because
the
I
right
think
track.
I think Tuberculosis Boy is involved. So when he's like, well, there was nobody else there to say anything, the waiter fucking was.
Wait, what?
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information.
I skipped through everything, so
Okay,
I'm
let's
gonna
do
have
it.
to go back.
Press
Well,
Y.
well,
Because I don't know what in the world.
yeah, no, let's see what...
I think that he's just talking about the medical card.
Yeah,
though.
no, Kazi is at the end now. Or is updated dialogue, so he's got more info. Maybe he'll give us a clue.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything specific
Yeah.
we know.
But I don't feel like it changes much. Oh.
Maybe Kazi will help out now. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got
Okay,
before.
well, I guess this is what we had to do.
Yeah, we had to get
Let's
to the end.
run out of stuff.
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little bit more detail. So we had to get to this part so we could find the examine button in the court record.
Yes. Got a
Go into the
tutorial
court
for-
record and press the
tutorial.
button.
Yep.
Yep.
Examine.
Yep. Press A, you can say closer look, you can piece of question, blah, 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 blah. Use R, up,
Yu-Gi-Oh
left,
doesn't
down,
read.
and right.
Yeah, now we can rotate-o.
Yeah,
It's
to
like a
rotate
whole
the
new
evidence
game.
in all directions and examine it from all angles. By using L, up, left, down, and right, you can
Also about to give you
you
the
can
Konami
make a
code.
cursor appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, now now we can
You
get the
can
actual
move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before.
clues.
If the crosshairs start to pulsate,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
press A to investigate further. So,
Well, that's helpful.
partner, I
Do you think
you
you
should
can
take
make
a
my
closer
crosshairs
look at this
pulsate?
medical report card.
All right, let's look at the pulsating medical
See if
report
there
card.
isn't something new to be learnt by examining it in more detail until I get killed because I'm the tutorial character.
Well, he's going to Europe, so he's gotta embrace the partner.
I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries.
Aren't they all just the same?
When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life.
Lucky little shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I remember even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm.
Ooh woo.
I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life.
Most people would give their right arm to have only had one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything. Show me where that.
I think this should go away once you've
Show me where that
investigated it.
cursor
Yes.
pulsates.
Well, I think it puts a check mark, so you might need to try it again
Hit the rotato.
real quick, just to see if it's the same.
No, it's gonna make me go through the whole thing again.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, they give their arm and their leg for reference. Or,
Oh.
I see that little dab emote.
Probably a record of a long-term treatment, that's why. With a family doctor, I imagine.
As long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one. But wait, hold on. How would he
Well, if
have a
you were
whole
dead, there'd
record
be
if
no
he's
point.
foreign?
So you don't like doctors, then?
Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine, they give you painful injections. Then they demand lots of money from you for the privilege, all while when you're at your lowest ebb.
I mean, he's not fucking wrong.
Yeah.
You sound like a model patient. The bad case of stubbornness, no doubt, for which the only cure is a very bitter medicine indeed,
my
you whiny little bitch. Let's look into his private medical file.
Oh! Secrets.
Because this is all just one.
Probably.
Probably. Let's have a look-see. Why was he in... Let's violate HIPAA real quick. He's got
He's
some
dead.
medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Admitted to the hospital with a giant hole in his chest. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
That's exactly what I just fucking said. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed, you fucking moron. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain.
Yeah, it's called Oxycontin. It's great. There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until the anesthetic effects have passed.
Really?
I went against that once and chewed my cheek up. It was really bad.
Yeah.
I bet.
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
When they say don't,
Medical
they
report
fucking
card's
mean
information
don't.
has been updated in the court's record.
This new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Now that we've done tutorial
Well, it
3.
sounds like the stake would have been for her, not for him.
Play it again, Sam. Which actually isn't the quote. I'd imagine it probably works for
There it is.
for that one. Probably the other one too.
No,
but
I
this
think
is
it's this.
probably-
I think it's this one. Dining by himself. He wasn't dining.
Okay.
Please give me take that.
Yes!
Damn it!
Maybe after the tutorial he'll start doing it.
I hope so, because this yes is awful.
He's just a nervous little guy. He hasn't gotten the confidence to tell people to hold it yet.
Alright, my voice is getting tired.
Gotta drink more water, drink
That's what I'm
more
doing.
beer, drink this
Ryunosuke.
stuff.
Somebody.
Everyone
I gotta-
stumbles on
I
their
gotta
words
pee.
occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma.
I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that so we could all see your pit stains. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say.
I was like a kid in my high school.
Ooh, woo. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
Titties!
All right. And thanks for the advice. All right, all right, all right.
Oh god, no.
Kurakoda-san. This is a medical report card belonging to the victim.
I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy?
Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement,
he like double checks.
something clearly doesn't add
He
up.
double takes his slack because it's so bad.
Objection!
Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what?
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
But you just did it, dumbass.
But
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
but that's
Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. You can just tell him to go fuck himself. Just make your point. Already.
Your
Damn.
Excellency, I believe we finished here. There's surely no need to prolong this trial any further.
Yeah, this trial's been really long.
Tutorial got a tutorial. The witness testimony the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all. For that simple reason,
Did I miss anything?
there's no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could possibly have perpetrated the crime.
Just more arguments.
This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that?
What? The outburst of a half-petrified me boy? Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hada Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? How is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result the victim had been forbidden from eating.
Just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what?
It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
What? No, that can't.
Rebel, 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 rebel.
Kurakuda-san. What boy, what? As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No? Additionally,
There's more?
you have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone.
Mmm.
But that cannot possibly be the case,
Grr.
because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic.
Egg!
Expertly done, partner. Rebel, 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 rebel.
Objection!
What? What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Here's your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about, you fucking moron. Can't you follow the logic?
How dare you?
Well, you're a fucking moron. I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant's case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke?
oh yes, the turntables.
have the turntable.
Yes, most definitely.
Having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat.
All this steak is making me hungry.
Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Did you eat?
But I can eat more.
But see, that's
Who was in fact
We didn't
eating the
second
pictured
eat.
beef
What
steak?
about second dinner?
The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel.
counsel.
Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it?
Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning the trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been
Me!
The dumbass!
Can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes, you're right.
There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table that he didn't share with anybody else. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else eating it and not sharing with me. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. They're both drunk and stupid.
Unreliable.
If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, I'll cut their heads off. We will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly.
Ministry of Magic?
Yes, with Mr. Weasley.
Are you insane?
And the member.
You would take on the government?
With my
What is
sword.
this, One Piece?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you. You're just a fucking moron.
What do you mean?
I have issue with them! These two witnesses on the stand. That's all. What are you talking about?
You know,
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, I'm going to fucking murder you. Obviously, you'll be charged with perjury. Perjury!
He sounds a bit like a piccolo.
And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Complicit in murder? No!
Even the baby's like, oh god!
Rebel, 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 rebel.
There's Hold It.
Negative! There was no mention of this at the tactical meet. What?
Meeting.
What's
I was just following orders!
That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they, told us.
Old man dots.
Did he just like morph?
What? What did you just say? Oh, no! You were just following orders? No, hold on, lad. I was,
So you never saw the gentlewoman? Grr. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean the murderer? You saw the victim with the lady from overseas? Was she pretty?
What?
Objection!
He was alright at best. What is the meaning of this? These witnesses gave false statements?
Under whose orders?
Is this true, you pair?
Just one. Just one simple slip of the tongue. Rebel, 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 rebel.
Order! Counsel, explain what is going on here.
It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Just like your
Absolutely not. The
grandson.
prosecution knows nothing of this.
Aww.
Then who's behind this?
I
Who
love
tried
the
to make
look
you
back
keep
up.
your mouth shut? Well,
That's classified. So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator in this murder, are you? You! You wouldn't. This can't be happening. My baby's about to rip my mustache off. Ryunosuke, judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Ouchie had any idea about it.
What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? Was it your mother? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her powers over her. Remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? You need to go and look at the business card so you can finally flip it over.
Pretty much.
There's no time to lose. Quickly, into the court record!
I want answers! If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe!
Please, wait. Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing.
He knows nothing!
Jon Snow.
What does the defense have to say about all this?
Well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head.
Your mother! Professor Mikado.
Wait,
Oh,
the only-
wait. That might be real.
Well, can you look at the...
What about the waiter, maybe? Has he got any info? No. Shit, I
What
was
was-
making a joke.
What was the button? What happens if you press the button for options? Does it switch to the evidence?
No, that's the
Oh.
D-pad. She's switching through the options.
Gotcha.
I bet it's the fucking professor. What does it say about Kazuya? Can we throw him under the bus? No.
He's an authority in forensic medicine.
I mean, he's the only one that's an authority on anything on that list.
I would pick either him or the waiter. Would be one of the two.
I was hoping you could switch the evidence. I don't think you can.
I don't think there's any relevance in that.
Oh, because
Oh yeah, I mean,
the business card, if I could flip it, that might give some insight, but
I mean, the army guy's not going to influence himself.
not that you know of. Why can't we accuse the baby?
The baby.
All right,
whispered
so
in
is
his
it
ear.
this guy or is it the waiter? Who are we going with?
I think it's Professor.
You think it's Professor too, Matt?
I will go with the leading vote, but I believe, probably between the two, he is the authority. The waiter seems to be just a waiter
With TB.
until we look at
I
his card
can
and see
try.
otherwise.
Yes!
Uh-oh, we were wrong.
Oh my god. So it's the waiter.
I guess.
See, that's what I thought.
I'll try court record now while it's not in that forced screen before you get through this dialogue and see if it'll let you.
Can we examine the business card?
Yeah.
No, go back to the evidence.
I'm trying. It was being
Okay.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see if you can. Yes. There you go. Imperial
The police.
But the police aren't even on this. So, wait.
Well, that's unexpected. Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru
Wait, that's the
Hasanami.
waiter!
Yes.
It's not the name that's unexpected, it's his job title. He's a fucking cop.
Okay, so yes, it's the waiter then.
Yeah.
But I probably needed to do this first.
Or maybe we accuse the victim of it because he is a cop.
Well, let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence if they're wielding it somehow here.
Yeah, so now it's updated.
A waiter's business card information has been updated in the
Yeah.
court.
Okay, so now I can accuse him, and
Yeah,
now...
Now you know for sure.
Yeah.
Now I know for sure. Okay, so let's
So, okay.
back
So we
out of
take our
this.
strike.
take the strike. Sorry.
Otherwise, I have used the influence I have in this courtroom to shut it.
Yeah, okay, ow!
Yeah.
Gee.
Don't know what it is about that prosecutor exactly, but he really makes me wince in pain sometimes. Ah!
I don't have a deal of influence myself, but believe me, I can find other ways to make you keep your mouth shut as well.
Who's he threatening?
My.
I don't know.
Oh, he's
Don't get
threatening
angry, I'll
Ryunosuke.
think again.
There must be a clue somewhere in all that evidence in the court record. Actually, no, think about it. We just found the thing, dumbass.
Well,
that's
see,
pro-
the
and that's
game
probably the
told me
point,
to
though.
examine
Yeah.
stuff, and then it didn't let me examine stuff. It made me pick a person.
Well, and that's probably part of the point.
Yeah, they're probably like, this is what happens when you get a strike.
Well, I probably could have picked the waiter, or I could have picked the waiter. I just picked wrong.
Well, it's got to be the victim, right?
All right.
Oh, it just said who would influence them.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
victim. Oh. Okay, maybe not.
Objection!
Oh wait, no, I got my names mixed up. I'm a fucking moron.
Poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony?
Because he's a fucking
Not to
pig.
mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence.
But he's
For once, I would agree with you. If, that is, the man truly were a waiter.
He was a waiter, boy. He said, see you later, boy. What? If he were,
What?
truly were.
Come on, Ryunosuke, time to hit this court with the truth.
That's true.
Truth about Satoru Hasanaga's real identity is proven by this evidence!
Okay, yeah, so this is what it wanted.
Yes!
Yes! You are so fucked!
There it is.
I agree it throws a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we conclude anything.
Sorry, Your Excellency, that's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest.
I beg your pardon?
Flip it over! Perhaps I should have said the front.
Yeah.
It's the front of the back of the card. That's what the telling detail is.
Pardon me, what the fuck?
Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say?
Okay, I guess I will. Hasanага-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals that the man in question's profession, his true profession.
The waiter's profession, but that's Charlie. Good gracious!
That's right,
He's a
Your
co-op.
Excellency. He's a fucking pig. The card reads Chief Bitch, Primary Bitch Investigation Division,
Oh my
Imperial
God.
Bitch Bureau.
What? Then the waiter is a police detective?
No, I just said he was a bitch.
I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Bitch Bureau has its power. Absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses, there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Who told you to shut the fuck up? Was it he who told you not to mention that you've seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Well.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, man, nuts.
Ah, jeez.
Are you allowed to be in here?
And the baby.
I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility.
Sorry, I didn't mean to not read it. I just brain didn't. Look, oh, I'm not reading that.
Yeah, we're flashing back.
No, it's a flashback.
Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card.
and he thought nobody would flip it over.
I strive to carry out all investigation flawlessly. It is my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. My TV wasn't distracting enough. It was an unusually careless mistake. If you're
Oh.
supposed to be gumshoe for the rest of the
You
fucking
mean to say you're really a detective?
game, I'm gonna be mad. Unless he actually was the murderer.
But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter?
I was undercover, you jackass.
Ah, of course, your salary must be terrible.
I was working undercover.
Why not both?
Undercover?
Yeah, I needed money. Yes, there've been a series of incidents at the restaurant lately. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? Are you talking about more murders? Is this a really murder-heavy restaurant? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge.
Even in this court of law.
However, I can state categorically that they're unrelated to this case of homicide because there were other cases of homicide.
And that would be double jeopardy.
Very well then,
Yeah,
Inspector
they can't charge a husband
Hosonoga,
with life
but you
with the same
will
crime.
elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you.
They're drunk.
That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table.
Fancy dots.
That is indeed true. Clearly, you would also have been aware of this person's presence having served the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume
That I'm big
that
fat
in your
fucking
professional
liar.
capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Coughing and dying.
Dots. Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable.
As I suspected. Bang.
Oh my god, somebody shot him in the courtroom.
Oh my god, it's Jackie Chan.
As soon, damn it. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. So I killed him. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady who I guessed to be an English woman, because she was fancy and not Asian. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant, reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders.
Oh, yeah.
Special orders, you mean to say?
Yeah,
People-
I fucked that corpse.
People wanted the special.
Remove the English woman from the scene at once. Fancy dots. It was made clear that the English woman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
But what if this English woman was the killer?
I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. She will kill us all. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment, including the death of that asshole. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an English woman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question, because I am a political mastermind, apparently. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the phantom woman in the case.
But it's not right.
Fancy dots.
Dots.
Sweaty dots.
Sweaty dots.
Judgely dots.
Pretentious dots. One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kazuma?
Yuma University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman.
What?
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. I'm a police officer and I just know about that.
You mean?
When When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, we went around back into the freezer. I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
It was your mother. The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yuma University's medical faculty.
What? What is happening here?
Rabble, 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 rabble. I admit that I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. I committed witness tampering.
Under orders.
It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Do we fire Ryunosuke out of a cannon into the sun?
Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, if we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and keep a ruling at this point.
But, Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain.
I thought that said telepathic.
The telepathic report. Our own government would truly be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, counsel. I will not allow the government of our I'm sorry, I'm getting tired of that. The government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom.
You can be more commanding with him. He's got that beard.
What?
You can be more commanding with him. He's got that beard.
Yeah, because I'm dying over here right now.
Ugh.
Shit, the Kazuya voice just kind of lives in my throat, so I feel you.
Inspector Hosonoga.
Yes, sir.
You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
We will take a quick detour. At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
Fancy dots. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So it won't be a problem?
No, I'm gonna go get her real quick.
Falls over dead.
Nothing will get in my way, except dying of tuberculosis. Which I might have now, fuck.
Court will adjourn briefly. Prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Oh my god, are we almost done? Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
This has
Your
been a
Excellency.
very long tutorial.
Well, they kind of abandoned their tutorial a while ago.
Yeah, I just kind of still felt like this whole thing was the tutorial. But maybe not. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the end of chapter 1. Well, the first half of chapter 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I personally cannot keep going. This higher dosage is knocking me out.
Save progress.
Are we doing a no save run?
God.
No save. We're speed running a fucking visual novel.
There we go. Yeah, I am dying. Okay. Nice.
Redundant save. Do it.
What?
Redundant
You
save.
just saw me save.
I know, but it's you gotta pick up more than
You
one
want me
save
to do-
slot.
Okay.
So I'll put one in both save slots.
No.
Saving all the save slots.
Yeah, how many are there? Like all 10 of them?
Good lord.
All 20 of them?
Yeah, we're not gonna do.
You don't want to save in all 20 slots?
At least you didn't save in like slot like 5.
22nd November, 11:38 a.m. Supreme Court of
Alright, who wants it?
Defendants Antechamber 5.
I mean, do we want to...
What do we want? Are you still wanting to sit around?
I'm gonna go pass out.
Got it!
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do, because I literally can't. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
He upped my dose, and it's literally knocking me out. He warned me it was probably gonna happen.
Oh, it just means we get to continue it next time.
On Dragon Ball Z,
No, that's a separate playthrough that we never went back.
Did we abandon? I thought we finished it.
No, we finished the first one, and then the second one we got up to Cell.
Oh, we did?
Literally, like, Cell's first appearance, and that's where we stopped, and then we have been haven't gone back.
Oh. I couldn't remember how far we got in that.
So, I mean, we're close there.
Fine, on Dragon Ball Phoenix.
Phoenix Ball Z.
Yes.
Phoenix Balls.
Dragon Ball.
Phoenix isn't even in this fucking game.
We're gonna save again.
Yeah, but I kind of miss Phoenix.
I mean, I don't hate the new. He's not Apollo Justice. I hate Apollo.
What?
The new guy. I just
Apollo
don't know what
Justice
the
is
fuck
coming
I'm
out.
about.
No, I hate Apollo. I mean, I'm gonna get the game, of course. I just, as a character, I don't like Apollo. He's so lame.
I just want them to make the investigations.
Oh yeah, I want to play it 1 and 2.
I just want this
I
dude
have
to
one on my
stop
DS.
with his crazy fucking eyeballs.
Oh yeah, if they would put that on Switch,
Well, that's
I
what
would
I'm
be
saying.
so happy.
Give it this treatment, this Ace Attorney treatment, Apollo, and then if they do that, we'll have every game on Switch.
Yeah, but I don't want Apollo on Switch. Apollo sucks.
Yeah, but it's the trilogy. Phoenix is in it.
He's
still
not in
plays.
the trilogy.
Yes, he is. He's in Spirit of Justice, and he's in
Yeah, that's 4.
no, Apollo Justice is 4.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, he's briefly in.
And then
3.
he's in Dual Destinies.
Yeah, but Dual Destiny sucks.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's in those other games. He's in that trilogy,
Okay,
and you can play as him for parts of it.
briefly. Apollo just sucks as a character. I'm sorry.
Some people like him, some people don't.
Phoenix is
There's
the
nothing
man.
wrong with that.
Like,
Well,
you
that's the
can't
thing.
beat Phoenix.
Phoenix is the Phoenix.
Phoenix
He's
is the
best.
man.
But investigations would be.
I mean, Edgeworth is also the man.
He is. Look at him. His hands.
Edgeworth is the
Look at
hot
him right there.
Oh, I've been looking at him. Edgeworth is the hot boy. Phoenix is awesome. Edgeworth is hot, and Apollo sucks. Pearl, that's her name.
Yes. Pearl, the cousin or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's Maya's like sister or something, or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's where we'll just be calling this one for now.
Indeedy do.
A little shorter, but still fun to be back in this type of game. I like these things.
I haven't played a visual novel in so long. It's great.
Fun.
Yeah, they're great.
Just being able to hang out, do some couch stuff. It's been a long time since that. That's fun. And we'll have some more fun tomorrow night. It'll be Pathfinder.
Indeedy do.
So we got lots of fun stuff. But until then,
Okay, bye.
bye-bye.